Oh, goody.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Zombies here again, and today we're back with another Marvel Snap video. So in this one, we are taking a look at a Sentry deck. Sentry was, in my opinion, one of the worst cards in the game for a long time, but he got a buff the other day. I think it's actually a fairly substantial buff. So what did they change about Sentry? Sentry went from being a 4/8 to a 4/10, and his Void, the negative unit that he spawns here, is now a -10. So I really like this change. I think it really helps what was otherwise a kind of underwhelming card have a bit more reason to be played. And I ended up playing this deck on stream the other night for about 3.5 hours and had an absolute blast doing so, even went positive win rate with it overall. So I was really happy with this deck. I think it's just a ton of fun to play, and especially if you're running into boards that are clogging up their own lanes with lots of stuff, namely the kind of the bounce deck or decks that really don't like getting their stuff clogged up like the Galactus deck. I think this is a really good choice. So let's take a look at the cards we have here. This is fairly standard in terms of the junk lists where you just try and clog the opponent's board. We have Hood, as he is a good thing to give away to the opponent, and he gets us a demon, which is always nice. Zero is one that you don't usually see in a lot of the lists, but I think Zero is important because he gives us another cheap way to make sure that our Sentry either isn't giving a void, or it's also good with another card that's core to this list, which is Titania. Titania, really good card, especially when we have other ways of clogging up their lanes. We can send her over and then get her back on the final turn, or we can also just use Zero with her for a 2 cost, 8 power worth the stats, which is really good. Zabu, this is one I wasn't sure if should be in the deck or not, but after playing with it, I was pretty sold on it. He's just a good tempo play, and then he enables us to play our 4-cost stuff for cheaper, and that can be relevant towards the end of the game. Viper, going to be core in any Sentry list. This helps us give away our Void, which is even better than it used to be, now being at -10. We can give away the Hood. Just a good card in general. Sometimes we'll just give away a rock, too. It's all about just making sure you fill up their lane so we have an easy lane guaranteed for us. Green Goblin also helps out with this a lot, as does Debris. These two together make it really annoying for the opponent. If they're playing like any cards in a lane, it gets filled up rather quickly. And then Polaris is another one where with Debris or some of the early game cards that the opponent would naturally play, we can just fill up their lane very quickly. You're probably noticing a theme here. Shang-Chi, this wasn't in my first draft of the deck, but I put it in later and it has been really good. It also kind of justifies our Zabu inclusion a bit. Just is very helpful, as most of the time we'll be forcing the opponent into one specific lane, so having this as a potential way to swing that lane can be very good. Spider-Man, for a similar reason here, we're going to try and lock down one lane with filling it up with stuff, and then Spider-Man on 5 can help us guarantee that they won't be able to play into the other lane we're trying to win on turn 6. Obviously, Sentry here, namesake of the deck. Sentry's just been actually surprisingly good, and though you do have to be a little careful because obviously he can get Shang-Chi'd now, I've found that most people do not expect the Sentry Zero going into the final turn, and a lot of people just don't seem to play around giving away the Void. Another important thing to mention is sometimes when we don't draw our Viper or don't draw our Zero, you can actually just fill up the right lane so that you can just play Sentry with no downside. I think that's kind of a underrated way to make the card better. So it's actually just been quite good, and we have definitely won games purely off of the fact that he has these additional stats. So that's pretty nice. And then Spider-Woman, if we're giving the opponent a lot of stuff, this is really great because if they have 4 cards there, this is essentially a 12 power swing, and it dodges Shang-Chi on top of that. So that's the deck. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. If you're looking for something to make use of the newly buffed Sentry, this is the one I'd be going with. But we're going to get right on to some games with it. Before we do, if you enjoy this type of content, remember to like and subscribe. There's a ton to help out the channel. Keeps the videos coming. Without further ado, let's get into the games. And then it also had a bit of an identity crisis, right? Like, it was like they were doing PvE stuff, and then they stopped doing that, and now it's back to like PvP. Oh, fuck off. Double Widow, rude as fuck. I could actually fill this lane so we can get double Sentry, which would be funny. Breeze Sinister for the culture, maybe. Yeah, I could never stand the UI did not do it for me. The cards themselves looked kind of cool. Like I kind of like the art, but like it looks so blocky. I don't know. Also, their weird priority system was just very strange. The void can only go right. So if the lane is full... Oh god, we've got to do it now, right, chat? We've got to do it now. Well, their avatar is a rock, and they love their korgs, right? Oh my god. Sentry OP. I think Spider-Man is a good card. And I think he's fine as long as he's not like a overwhelming part of the metagame. And you can't consistently double Spider-Man people. Need another card that gives... Oh, in this deck? Oh, hell yeah. Spider-Man's the nuts in this deck. We've won a lot more of our games because of Spider-Man. 100%. We should probably hold... Huddle. Remember when he was Jessica Simpson except horrible? I remember, yeah, good times. Good times. I can literally just donate them the Titania if they don't put anything here. Wish I could put him here. Although we can just zero him. Dinosaur, sure. Mojo Jojo. Uh-oh. Is that enough to screw me? I don't think it is. Oh, it's enough to tie? Fuck, it is enough to screw. Oh, wait, no, we went through tiebreakers! Oh my god. That was really close. Look, Sentry buff mattered. The buff mattered. Oh, they just lost Surfer. Ooh, sucks to suck. So we'll zero Sentry. Ooh, or we could try and set up Goblin Titania. I should probably hold. So we'll do... Actually, none of these are as good. But... Oh, this game is over. Oh, I actually need to hold the 0, I think. Because we need to be able to play 2 cards next turn to get this Titania back.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I guess, what's her name? Ironheart could still be a problem here. Is it actually better just to Spider-Woman then? Spider-Woman's more power, right? Gets us 8, and then it minuses their power by a bunch.
I am Iron Man.
They could have had Blue Marvel, true. Looks like they didn't, though. They buffed our Titania. Oh man, they were huffing that copium. Victory. Usually this... I think Runeterra just had a rotation, I'm pretty sure. I played some of Runeterra on release. Wasn't really into the art style. The gameplay was fine-ish. Didn't mind it. The cards looked cool, but I didn't really like the I didn't really like the how things looked on like board. I don't know. It was very free to play friendly though. Any Spider-Verse deck? We don't really have enough cards to do that yet, right? Mr. Pleb OG, thanks for the follow. But it looks like we're gonna get like a Spider-Verse season in June probably, so that's exciting.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, Marvel? That's kind of funny. The smart move is just to Shang-Chi her, I guess. Yeah, they're out.
Victory.
Oh boy, Subterranea. More rocks. This looks like Sarah Hawk. So we'll just do this. This. Unfortunately, we have Prio here, but best thing we can do is probably just this. Yeah, they're out of here. Let's go, Void OP. Infinite before work. Nice. Awesome. Congrats. I've been good. Just been busy working on different content stuff. I'm trying to get back into more regular streaming times. I meant to stream last night, but I got distracted in working in a lot of thumbnails and other stuff for the YouTube. I didn't get a chance to. But I'm looking forward to the patch coming up. I'm really happy about the news today that they're going to be buffing cards more often, because I think there are a lot of cards in this game that are cool but just don't have a purpose right now. And I think the more of the cards, obviously there'll always be some cards that are worse, but like more good cards we can play in the game, the better. Fuck.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, god damn it. This is what I get for popularizing the ramp deck. Huh? Yeah, I hope they give us Kitty back too. That's another thing I'm so sad we can't play with Kitty. Kitty's so fun. They probably just Doom here. Or Magneto. Oh, we could have gone with Shang. Maybe there's hope. I'm gonna cope that there is hope. Oh, alright. Easiest void send of our life, chat. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy. The buff mattered, by the way. Look at that. The extra power on the void. Properly trained, yeah. Jesus. Holy shit, dude. It mattered. Two more, or I guess two less in this case. Okay. Oh, but you don't understand. Their game isn't competitive, even though the only way to play it is a competitive ladder system. I'd say a dolphin is just a season pass buyer, and maybe they occasionally buy like a variant or a small bundle. That's what I would define. But mainly buying the pass. We do this because we need to protect from Shang.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
This still is good enough into Shang as well. What is this? To be a gacha game, never forget. Oh, it's Shauna. That's cool. That's neat. But not neat enough to stop our boy Sentry.